Welcome back to the channel. I'm out first thing this morning and I'm going to try and catch a salmon. The river is a little bit bigger than what I expected, and it's mainly the tributary to this river, I think. So there's a slight peat stain to the water which indicates it is usually from that tributary. So I'm going to start by spinning a little rapala and then I'm going to move on to the prawn. I originally was going to come down and just fish the prawn, but with that little bit of colour in it, I'm going to have an hour or so spinning, see if that produces anything. Let's see how we get on. So I'm just going to have a few casts around in a few different areas with this rapala. See if any fish want to have a go with it. Try and see if I can get it right underneath the bridge, because that's generally where they sit. There we go, I've got a fish on. Feels like a nice little sea trout. I thought I was snagged and then it started moving. That's a good start. It's just a little fish. Oh, and it's off and it's went back in. That was good. Anyway, that's given me good confidence. They do want this lure. So I'm going to move up and I'll come back down to this pool and have a few casts. I think I'll have a few casts here and then I'll walk my way to the back of the pool. Probably not expecting a fish until I get towards the back of the pool. They sort of sit tight up against a gravel bar. Just increasing my casts, getting a bit longer and longer with every one. I think I'll have one more cast, put it right to the back, and then I'll actually go to the back and fish it from there. Yeah, I'll go around to the back, give her a few casts from there. Nothing following it. I'll go further down. This pearl kind of splits off in two as well, so you get like a bit of a run down this side as well, the other side of the gravel bar. Nothing doing. I'll try one right at the back of it. Oh, there's a little sea trout following there. I'll do that again just in case there's more. Nah, not following it this time. Right, I'm going to start on this little bit just downstream of me. Oh, there's a shoal, a sea trout. There was a shoal following it. Maybe wisened up. Good to see though, gives me plenty of confidence. So I fished this pearl to the end and I fished several others. I even changed the colour of the lure. to no avail. It's time to get the prawn out. So before I go further up and start actually using the prawn, I'm going to show you my setup. Hopefully the camera can make it out. I've got a swivel and I've tied a little dropper just above the swivel there and put hopefully the correct shots on. I use shots because you can get many different sizes of these, so you can adapt the weight very easily just by taking them off and putting some on, depending on what you need. Then I've got about 2.5, 3 foot of line, I would say, and that's down to a shrimp and pin and a size 10 treble. So then you get your prawn and your pin, straighten the prawn out, snap the tail section off, and then put the pin down the middle of the prawn, straighten it out, make sure it goes right down the middle, then get the treble and put the treble in the head of the prawn, and that there is deadly for salmon. Hopefully the conditions won't hamper me today and this will fish well. We'll go and see. Made it up to the top of the stretch I'm going to be fishing today. That's a tributary that's putting a little tinge of colour in it. As you can see, this one's crystal clear. Over there, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but there's a slight peat stain to it. Start with a couple of short casts and gradually make them longer and longer. So I fished this pool right to the very end, but I didn't see a fish, so I packed up and started walking downstream and come across a salmon sitting right in amongst a load of snags. Where the fish is sitting is quite deep with a fairly strong current. There's also like wooden stakes poking out the riverbed, making it really hard to present the prawn to the fish. I kept trying and trying. I kept putting it down in front of the fish, but the current just seemed to move it out the way all the time and I just couldn't get the right angle, but then eventually I managed. Yep, there we go. Stalked that fish. Wrapped up round the top eye. Runs, he's going to bet my rod. There we go, we're free. That was good. I just kept putting it in front of it and in front of it, and then eventually it took it. Get out of there, get out of there. quite a few snags down in front of me. Get out, 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 out. Ah, trapped up, trapped up. Come on, out, 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 out. There we go, it's out. I just kept putting the prawn right in front of it, and bang, eventually it took it. Trying to see if I can get it maybe further down. See if there's any less snags down here. Yeah, there seems to be less. Awkward place to net it off this height, but that's the thing with these little rivers. I thought I was getting the better of it and it took off upstream. Let's see if I can get down a bit. Yeah, we should be alright here. Thankfully it's just a little grilse, because if it was a big fish I think it'd have been a fair bit of bother here. Should have really had it in the net there. Hopefully this time maybe the treble looks well in. Yep, there we go. The fish is in the net. That was hard work. I'll need to take it out the water and maybe take it further up and let it go, because it's quite difficult where I am. There we go. Nice little gross, about £4. There we go, there's a fish. So you can just see it sitting upstream there, huddling in the current. Fantastic. Let's see if we can get another. Well, hope you enjoyed that little video. I only managed to hook one fish, but stalking it was quite good. Hopefully it drops a little bit, and tomorrow and the coming days are even better.